Good morning. My name is Mike. This is the video version of the Aud Pod. The Aud Pod is a podcast that I make when I feel like it. And I normally talk about audiobooks and podcasts that I really enjoy and that I'm listening to. This is not my car. This is my kitchen. And it's extremely messy. And I apologize, but that's what happens when you work from home and your spouse works from home and your kids go to school at home, because all of a sudden now we're all under not quarantine, but everyone's working from home, so everyone's going to have a messy house, and I'm not going to apologize for that because I'm sure that everyone else is in the same position. But what I really want to talk about today is, have I talked about this book before? From the Ashes by Jesse Thistle? Maybe. I have like 4 copies of this book. This is the only one I have that I don't think is actually, it's not signed. But, great guy. First off, my wife knows him. I think the book is fantastic. And it was nominated, as you can see, for Canada Reads, which means that they go out there and they find books written by Canadian authors, and they get almost like a cheerleader, I guess, to talk about the book for them and to present the case for the novel. And there's fiction, non-fiction, biography. There's all kinds of different categories, of course. This is a non-fiction biography by a first-time author, and it's a really interesting story. It's actually a collection of short stories and poems. He's written a bunch of stuff in here that he took. Actually, I think I have talked about this, but I'm going to go a bit more in depth. This is the cover. Get it if you can. This will make a great gift for any Canadian or anyone in your family, I think. I think it's a fantastic book. I read it, my wife read it, my mother read it. We all loved it. And it's because it's a very raw collection. Actually, it's a collection of very raw and honest stories. He outlines everything in these books. The good and the bad. There's times when he's like hiding in a dumpster to get away from the cops. There's a time when he's meets his future wife. So you got the highs and you got the lows. And they're all great stories. And he just really writes them out well. But then in the audiobook version, which is I mainly care about because it's called the Aud Pod, not the Red Pod. This is the audio podcast. Yeah. And his voice comes across. You can tell he's reading it, but I'm sure that he's reading from a script, but he reads it so well that you actually think that he's just there telling you a story. So, highly suggested. Go get this book. From the Ashes, Jesse Thistle, #1 national bestseller. Check that out. And I don't know if he's on a podcast or not either. Interesting guy, though. He's like I don't know if he's a full-fledged professor at York or he's an associate professor, but he's a professor at a university here in Canada. So he's just a well-written guy, well-read guy. That's what it looks like. In case you're wondering. All right, I'm done with the Aud Pod. Today's the day after the election. It is November 4th. The election was yesterday, last night. They still haven't tallied up the votes yet, so who knows what the situation is. I feel sorry for a lot of people that are kind of in limbo right now. I think if you voted for Trump, that personally I'm not a big fan of him, because he cheated on his spouse multiple times. He spends a lot of time golfing, and he's just a liar. So why you would, if you voted for him, chances are you're also going to cheat on your spouse and lie and stuff, just because I think that people like that attract people like that. How did I get on that topic from reviewing a book? I don't know, but here we are. So enjoy your coffee. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's beautiful out right now. I mean, who knows how much longer it's going to be like this, but we have, 7 weeks left of Christmas? So start your Christmas shopping. Everybody loves books. If you want to help support this channel, there's a Patreon link below. There's some links in there. If you buy the book from that link, I do get a bit of a commission. I'd appreciate it. And tune into the Aud Pod podcast, where I also ramble on for about 5 or 6 minutes talking about podcasts. The next one I have coming up is about Dungeons and Dragons. No idea that there were so many Dungeons and Dragons podcasts out there, but holy crap, there's a lot of them. All right, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.